We'll be starting in just a minute, folks. I'm actually a little early today. All right. Let's get this party started, shall we? Good morning, everybody. Good morning and happy, what is it? Today's Thursday. Oh my. Hope everybody's doing great. I have my new computer right here in the background. I just unpacked it yesterday. Gonna start putting it together this weekend when I get back. It's great. It's got enough ports for 6 monitors, which is fantastic. Good morning, everybody. We got Robert, we got Jeff, we got Devin, Deanna, Julio, Bernie the Bear, Adrian. Good morning. Good morning. Actually, nice and early today for once. Adrian, Lloyd, Yuri, good morning. Kevin, good morning. Richie, hey, Richie. Rihanna, Frex, Dante, Keith, George, Wayne, Minnesota Matt is in the house. Mr. Catalyst Watch, Harold. We got Ivano, we got Wade, we got Captain Sharp here, we got Javad, we got Next Gen. It wouldn't be the same if we didn't have Karen the Shark in here. Thank you. Good morning, Karen. Arnulfo, Jesse, Mind, Kevin, Hefe. We got a lot of people here is what we got. Hefe, we got Mind, we got Kevin, Hefe, we got Hopium Addict. Happy Thursday to you too. Penny, good morning, Penny. Rick Moondog is in the house. Good, good. Gene, Art, Jody, Jean, Sandra. Good morning, Sandra. We got Mark. We got Don. We got Colette. We got Bill, Stacy, Tim, Walter, Ralph, Ray, Kurt, Sherman, John, Jill, A.G. Koopa. Hey, A.G. Koopa. Good to see you. Sergey's here. Rachel is here. I like that name. Rachel. Brendan, Sandy, Stacy, Laura, George, Stan, Eagle Beagle is here. It wouldn't be the same without Eagle Beagle. Gene, Scotty, Vernon, High Grounders here. Hey, Bob, good to see you. Good morning. Tom, Kevin from Carlsbad. Good to see you, Kevin. Steve, Pearly, Frank. We got Ernie, Dave. Piet de Brock is here from the Netherlands. We got Rebecca, David, Mr. Goose. Gustavo's here. Ruth, Peanut, Wesley, Frank. We got James, we got John, we got Hawkeye. Hey, William, good to see you. I noticed I didn't see you here yesterday. I saw your son, but I didn't see you. I hope you're doing well. Good morning to you, Tim, Randy, James. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Sylvia, we got John. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm here a little bit earlier than usual. Just to let you guys know my schedule for today. In case you guys are curious, my schedule for today is I'm going to be at the Gramster and Nate show, the opening playbook at 10 o'clock. I'll be doing my VIP. So here's the deal, folks. Good morning, Russ. Good morning, Bull. Good morning, Phil. Good morning, Richard. Good morning, Gary. William, Lloyd, Kirk, Mark. I want to go fast. I don't know if you want to go fast in this market. Carla, Texas Kirk. We got Roddy. We got Pete. John, Sylvie, Tim, Randy. We got Dr. Luke. Good. All is well in Miami all day. No trading. I gotcha. Flo, good morning. Dave, good morning. C. Fazio, Russ, Bull Rider. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Mr. Costa Blanca is here. Greg is here. As I was saying, my schedule is going to be a little different than usual, okay? So just to give you an idea of what I'm doing today, I'm leaving a little bit early. Because I'm driving to Tampa. I want to make it to my daughter's graduation tomorrow, and I want to spend some time with her tonight. So I am leaving at about 2 o'clock. So what I am doing today is I'm doing a class, an education class, not at noon in the VIP room. I'm going to do it in Nate's and Gramster's room at 10 o'clock, the opening playbook. That's where I'll do my class. And I'll be talking about the Pro Trader dashboard today. I'll talk about stocks I'm looking at. I'll talk about options. I talk about how I pick stocks. We'll talk about that today. And then at noon, Nate is going to join me in the VIP room, and we're going to talk about his new launch. So I'm going to do my edumacation in the morning at 10 in the opening playbook instead of at noon. And I'm sure you guys have the links for all of that stuff. So I'm just giving you guys feedback. Fantabulous. My granddaughter is here. Oh, excellent. Excellent. Genevieve, Sin, Hopium, James, Smith, Henry, Kai, Ivan, Greg. Nothing better than that, Richie. Nothing better. You Papa, better than making $1 billion in a day. Really, it's so good. I love kids. Well, that's why I have three of them. The older I get, the more I take family seriously, and real seriously. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Penny. I appreciate it. I'll take some pictures tomorrow morning and I'll post them. And again, I shouldn't miss too much of the trading day. Okay, let's get into this session today. Good timing, actually. Good timing. And let me give you, I don't have the link. I don't know. They didn't give me the link to the opening playbook. I don't know why, but it'd be good if I had that link too here, but I don't have it. So let me give you my regular links. Here's my regular links. Here's the link to the VIP room today. And again, I'll be there as usual, but I'll also be in the opening playbook. Here's that, and here is Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show. They are live every single day from 10 to 1 p.m., and they're fantastic. Thank you. It's actually tomorrow morning, but I want to leave tonight. No suit. No. I'm wearing like no. Pretty casual. You'll see. I hardly ever. Yeah, law school is a great thing. She's going to be going to law school. I can't wait to see who accepts her with her 96% score on the LSAT. My God, I don't know how she did it. I got 167. She got 170. I'm proud of her. She killed me. And here's Telegram channel. Also, folks, before we begin, please make sure you're watching in 1080 right here. Don't settle for auto. See how I'm on auto? Settle for 1080, okay? Settle for 1080. You want to be at 1080? And give us a thumbs up if this is beneficial to you. Good morning, Shamens, Naples fan. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Rick, good morning to you too. Yeah, it's cold. It's cold. I'm wearing layers today. Layers. That's one of the things I learned in law school. Layers of clothing. Because it gets cold and hot. If you know how great grandkids are, I wouldn't have them before. Yeah, Scotty. I'm about 5 to 10 years away from grandkids, but I'm looking forward to it. Okay, let's begin. So we have a little bit of a divergence today. We got the NASDAQ down over 100 points, but this is because of Oracle, and Oracle is going to be volatile today. So I'm not going to put all of my eggs in one basket. I'm going to assume the market's going to straighten out, and I'll show you why. There are some red flags. Good morning, Patera, Eduardo, Jason. Good morning, Jason. Peanut, Stacy, Mike, Scampy, Scotty. There are some red flags, and I will tell you each one of those red flags. And I hope you guys are paying attention, okay? As far as earnings are concerned, we have Adobe and Oracle. It almost seems like Adobe didn't even come out with earnings, right? Or Adobe's almost as big as Oracle. It's a big company, and it's also in the same sector. It's infotech, but this is software and this is hardware. So this will influence more stocks like Microsoft, software companies, and this will impact stocks like Cisco, hardware companies. You guys understand. I mean, I don't have to explain the difference between network stocks and software stocks. Most of you understand it. But everybody seems to be focused on Oracle, and nobody seems to be focused on Adobe. That's something else we have to price in. And keep in mind, folks, one of the biggest reasons why tech is down is because this whole language of tech is overextended. Tech is over. What I find very interesting. Is that everybody seems to be focused on this whole AI overbought, but Oracle's not really an AI company. It's a structural company. It's like a railroad for technology. It's not really AI. Even if AI doesn't do amazingly well, it's not going to have that big of an impact on Oracle. It'll have a bigger impact on chip stocks. So this is where I'm going. So tomorrow's report on AVGO could be, or tonight's, I don't know if it's tonight or tomorrow morning, but it's happening before the next market session. That I know. So it is going to be a catalyst for tomorrow, no matter how you slice it or cut it or dice it. But good morning, Dennis, Kai, Michael, Dragon Dawn. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Ruth. Welcome. Good morning. Um, so I don't know if I should take this too seriously or just kind of wait and see what happens, because it's only one stock. And again, Oracle, if it was Nvidia, if it was AMD, if it was AVGO, okay, I get it. But Oracle is not that relate. It's not, it's like second tier connection. It's like, let me give you a good example. Imagine software is, imagine somebody says chips are down. This is like a video card. It's more it's not directly connected. Okay, it's not directly. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'll let you guys know all the details. Yeah, I know it stores all the data for the eye. That's why I'm saying it's connected, but it's not direct. It's a related company. It's a second tier. It's not direct. It's second tier. It's off. It's a memory. My point is, if there's a slowdown in AI, it doesn't necessarily mean or translate into a major slowdown for Oracle. The Oracle does a lot of things. That's all I'm saying. Obviously, it's related. If it wasn't related, it wouldn't be down. But I'm saying it's not a chip stock. It's an infotech stock. It's not a chip stock. So it has a second degree of. It has some separation from it. That's all I'm saying. You got to take that into consideration. That's very, very, very important. Okay. They're close to the same size, Adam. I mean, Oracle's at one point, like I think 3 months ago, was the biggest company in the world. So, you know what? Here, hold on. Let's take a look. Good question. Let's take a look. Market cap Oracle. Let's see. $635 billion. And let's see. Market cap IBM. It's twice as big as IBM. Twice. Eagle Beagle, twice as big. Twice. So what my point is my point is it's too much of a reaction, in my opinion. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm taking this with a grain of salt, and it's overreaction, in my opinion. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't mean there's not some red flags on the horizon. There's plenty, but I think this is maybe a little bit of an over exaggeration. And I also like the fact that it's not impacting blue chips, that it's not impacting the overall market. It's really focused on the Nasdaq, on the tech sector. It's got weight. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Wasn't he like for a minute the richest guy in the world? Larry Ellison. I read something a few months ago. Right, exactly. I think everybody understands where I'm going with this. I can move on. Bond market. Okay, well, here's a big red flag. The Fed told us yesterday they're not raising rates and they're keeping rates steady. And I got to tell you, Powell sounded almost giddy yesterday. He didn't sound stressed out. He sounded very calm and chippery, more so than usual. Like, hey guys, everything's okay. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. He sounded very chippery. I don't know how to interpret that. But if you think this is a move in bonds, let me sell you some ice. Let's go to Alaska. Let me sell you some ice. This is nothing. So this is a red flag, because I was expecting this news to take the bond market. I told you I was. I was expecting it to take it up here. It didn't do anything. And now we're stuck with an 80% chance of no rate cuts next year, which is, I think, actually really accurate and appropriate right now. So this is a red flag, because remember what I told you, nothing changed yesterday. If the bond market comes down, we're in deep shit. I don't care what numbers you're looking at. I don't care what the Fed tells you. I don't care what Hassett or Powell tell you. I'm telling you that if the bond market drops right here and starts going into this gap, we are going to be in a deep shit, okay, as far as the market, because this will increase yield on everything, okay? This is not the Fed. This is the market, and the market's like, we don't want to go up. So red flag number one, okay? Maybe. I was thinking the same thing, Cam. I was thinking the same thing. But he did not sound. He did not sound. He sounded like he was trying to convince everybody. Powell was in such a good mood yesterday; it scared the market. That's what I'm thinking, Stefan. It was like he's a little too. He's a little too chippery for this. Also, there was a lot of dissent between the Fed yesterday. We'll get into all of that. We'll get into all of that. All right. So I did not see the reaction, and now my question is: okay, so what's going to prompt up the bond market if yesterday we couldn't do it? That's what we should be thinking about right now. What we should be thinking right now is what is going to prompt up the bond market right now? Because yesterday we didn't, and we don't have anything till February, right? We don't even have data, and I mean we have jobless claims today, but you know how that number is. It was 190,000 last time. Actually, let me put it up here so that we have it ready to go. There, you can see right here. We got jobless claims right here. And last time it was 119,000. Any number below 240,000 is not even worth talking about. Okay? Copplewell was off his meth. That has a lot of volume too. Powell is a lame duck trying to smooth his legacy. To be stressful with Trump on him. I think so, John. It has to be really, really stressful. Clyde for Fed chairman. Oh, the market would make new highs every day. Okay, so we're looking for anything below 240. Don't get too into the weeds. It's been really good, and last time it just proved to you how good it is. And don't ask. I think this is broken, but I'm just going with it because I haven't seen any number once a year or two. It goes above 240,000, and then it comes back to like 191. So the average is like 200. The average should be around 220, 240. It's below. So even if we're 240, 250, look at the consensus, 205 to 232. I think we're going to come somewhere right in there. So unless the number's like 300,000, 280, 250, I wouldn't really be concerned with this at all. It's pretty much baked in. Gold is not moving. Bonds are not moving, and gold is not moving. I don't like this. Even yesterday, and look at volume yesterday. We're still in low volume. This is making me very nervous, okay? Look, volume did not come back since the 24th. Look at that. No volume. No volume. Bonds, yes, of course, bonds would have high volume yesterday, but no movement. No movement. I mean, this is not good. I don't know how else to tell you this except this is probably the worst thing I'm going to No, there's two things that look really bad today, okay? And I'll tell you what they are right now before we get too deep, okay? This is yesterday. 1 month high, almost 500. What happens every time we get to 500? Now, if you've been with me for some time, then now you're probably thinking to yourself, I remember Roger saying watching his morning shows like watching a soap opera. And we're going to be seeing the same thing every day, but the characters are going to be reacting differently. And we're really going to get like a deep insight into things. So if you've been watching me for a while, I don't have to tell you the next part. You already know the next part, don't you? What happens every time we get 1 month highs close to 500? Let's see how well I've trained you. Every time we get up to close to 500, what happens? Even 420, what happens? Let's see how well you guys are watching the soap opera. Good morning, Coach Havalos. Good morning, Steve. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Let's see. Can tell me what happens when 1 month highs, when we get over close to 500 stocks making 1 month highs? Can anybody tell me? It drops, Stacy says. Yes, it usually drops. Anybody else? The market turns, falls back, reverses down. The bond market, the reason for the falls, downtrend, the numbers drop, we revert. Do you see how well I train you guys? Hey, do you remember me telling you this is like watching a soap opera? You're going to be seeing the same thing every single day. It's going to get really boring and really educational. Thank you. That's right. We're already not at 474. I mean, we're already down quite a bit. But just FYI, the two worst things I'm going to show you today is the bond market and this. Those are the two worst things. Yeah, you guys do listen. Look at that. Cockapoo. Yeah, there you go. You do listen. And look, I didn't even have to say anything. You guys did it all yourself. Rubber band. So you got a big rubber band to the upside, and you got a bond market that failed to go up when the Fed lowered rates, which is already priced in. That's a red flag. Okay, now let's continue. Now that you know all the, see, I've given you all the surprises. Now let's continue. Crude oil. Crude oil, as I mentioned yesterday, it's nicely coming back into this range. US dollar, I hate to say I told you so, but remember, descending triangle breaking down to the downside. There you go. There's your breakdown to the downside. If we break the 100-day, we go back down. The U.S. dollar going down is not good for the U.S. economy, not the stock market. It's actually pretty good for the stock market, but it's not good for the economy. And we had volume the last few days. So you have a descending triangle, which is supposed to break to the downside, which is breaking to the downside. And if we break the 100-day, we actually do have quite a lot here to hold us. We actually do have quite a lot to hold us here for a little while. But this is not good. This is good for the stock market, but it's not good for the economy. And ultimately, the stock market's part of the economy. Okay. Bitcoin. What's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin is still in this triangle. I mean, look at this. Look at that. It's about to break out one way or the other. As I told you the other day, statistically, we should break down to the downside because this trend is much stronger than this trend. The downtrend here is much stronger than the subtrend and much longer and more mature. But it is a symmetrical triangle, and symmetrical triangles say you can break out either way. So I'm just going to go with that right now. Although I think we're going to break down. Also, no volume. No volume. Stacy said, I read one of the talking heads say, no, be careful what you wish for with rate cuts and if there are more, what it's saying about the economy. Yeah, exactly. He's a very positive cat, Marlon. He's very positive cat. Very positive. Did you see him this morning? I mean, look at this guy. This is how positive he is. Market crash 90%, tech meltdown 90%. Yeah, very positive cat, right? So So gold should be actually getting a little stronger, folks. Gold should be getting a little stronger. The fact that gold does not want to go up here is a negative sign because US dollar is dropping. And when US dollar is dropping, it makes gold cheaper to buy, which makes gold prices go up. Crude oil, same thing, and crude oil is not going up, which is telling us that crude oil is pretty bearish. By the way, this bearishness in crude oil is telling us the economy is not that healthy. Remember, crude oil loves a healthy economy. Remember when we had the close down during COVID? What happened to crude oil? Fell apart. We were short crude oil. We had Alpha Zone back then. We made like 400% return on the put options during the COVID crash. Hey, Angie, Florida, Matt, Stacy, Adam. So again, just to review, the bond market, I do not like this. Like, what's the next catalyst going to be? Here's what I want you guys to ask yourself. What is going to be, if we didn't have it yesterday, and if nothing's going to happen until February, what is going to drive bonds higher? That's what I want to know. What is going to drive bonds higher? And my answer is, I have no freaking idea. I really don't. I really don't. Okay. I truthfully don't. Gold, gold is still holding on. I don't know what to make of gold, but I do know that volume is really low, and that's not a bullish sign. Also, I would have expected it to rally yesterday with the US dollar coming off. Nothing. But we are still holding the 8-day, so we just wait and see. It's very hard to read anything here. I will say this, the fact that it's holding on here so well without coming down, even with the slow volume, is a positive sign. Crude oil, again, we're back in this range. Here, I'll just extend this trend line right here. We're now back in this range. I think we're going to traverse and come down here and then just kind of play this channel. Here, let me just make this channel a little bigger and just kind of play within this channel for a while. Clyde won't be happy. Market is down as he gets no more Chewy. Oh, don't mention Gregory. Don't mention Chewy. I keep that away from him. I keep that away from him. Yeah, I'll talk about the quantitative easing. It looks like we have quantitative easing. And by the way, the Fed doesn't do quantitative easing unless there's a problem. All right, so we talked about Bitcoin. China, what is China doing? Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Waiting and seeing, okay? No, it's not in the S&P 500. Okay, does anybody want to give me the catalysts for today? Anybody want to give me the catalysts for today? I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Catalysts. As I go through this, to save me some time, as I go through this, why don't you guys give me some catalysts and then we'll get into deep stock market analysis, okay? By the way, if you're just coming in here right now, and I know we have about double as many people, please, please, please make sure go to the gear, go to the gearbox. Make sure you're watching a 1080p right here, right here. Make sure you're watching a 1080p. And if you don't mind, give us a thumbs up one time right here. Whoops, I already gave myself one. See, only one time, and or it'll take it off. And subscribe to our channel somewhere here. It's somewhere right here on the left side. I'm logged in, so I can't see that button. But if you subscribe, it'll notify you anytime I'm live. Okay? Just heads up. Just heads up. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate you. Yeah, Minnesota Matt. Yep, Fed data, infotech, communication, fintech. Yep, that's what I've got. It's exactly what I got, actually. It's scary. You know, Minnesota Matt, you and I are we're you're doing a fantastic job. That's all I'm going to say, because yours and mine are matching each other every single day. And lastly, last few times, Minnesota Matt was able to get a couple that I didn't even have here. Because remember, I pulled this up at 7:30. You guys pulled it up closer to 8 o'clock. So great job, Minnesota Matt. Great job. Well, yeah, Mags. I mean, Oracle. I consider Oracle. I don't know about Mags, but Mags are definitely. I mean, I would imagine Mags would be on fire today, but it's not Mags. It's Oracle and Adobe. Okay. And Max too, because Nvidia is down more than 1%. I'm not seeing Nvidia being a catalyst today, but if it's down more than 1%, it is a catalyst. But that may be just because of Oracle. Okay. Yes, not the bonds, but the Fed data, bonds, Fed data, bonds, Fed data is the same thing to me, Angie. Like, okay, when I use the word blue chips, I'm talking about Dow stocks and equal weighted SPY. When I talk about Fed data, I talk about bonds because they're so, they're so, they're like, it's like talking about a rose and talking about a thorn on a rose. You know what I'm saying? It's in the same ballpark. I think you guys understand what I'm saying. And if a stock falls over 1%, it doesn't mean it's a catalyst. It could be falling 1% as a reaction to Oracle. So I think Oracle is the main catalyst. Don't, fall for the tail, fall for the head. PayPal is fintech. Yeah, is PayPal doing anything today? Let's see. Let's see. PayPal is fintech. Down 2%. It is down. It was down 2%. Yeah, PayPal's definitely a catalyst. Yes, yes. But it's a financial stock. It's not fintech. It's fintech financial. Yeah, it's fintech slash financial. Fintech. So we got PayPal, we got Adobe, we got Oracle. Those are pretty much my catalysts. Yeah, downgrade. I appreciate the downgrade on PayPal. I may want to short PayPal. Okay. Okay. Good information. Good information. Let me actually tell that to somebody. One second. All right. Sorry about that. I have a friend I communicate with on trades. Nice, real nice people. Okay. So let's get into the stock market. Let's get into all of this. But you guys got everything right. Yes, tonight, folks, don't think it's over. That's what I was trying to tell you. We got Costco and AVGO. Now, here's the interesting part. According to according to the internet and according to the news stations, Oracle is down because of the whole overvaluation of AI. And I already told you how I feel about that. It's not directly related, it's indirectly related. AVGO, on the other hand, is directly related. Okay. So this will either erase the sentiment that we're getting right now with Oracle, or it will add to that sentiment. Now, I'm going to say this again. Okay. I'm going to say this again because this is important. Okay. Yes, Stefan, as a result of Oracle. Don't mix up cause and effect. Okay. Good morning, Omar. So AVGO is going to be extra important because we have that whole, for a while there, NVIDIA cooled off. Listen, this is important. I want you guys to pay attention to what I'm saying. NVIDIA cooled off the whole sentiment uh, of overvaluation in tech for a few days, and now Oracle is bringing it back up. And we're almost done with earnings. This is pretty much it. So there's going to be a lot more attention to AVGO, because people are going to be wondering, well, does AVGO agree with Oracle, or does AVGO agree with NVIDIA? So I think the result today from AVGO may have higher volatility than a lot of folks are expecting. Capiche? You guys listen, you guys heard what I just said? So, by the way, here's the link to VIP room today, where I'll be giving you levels. Ask me for levels. I'm going to be giving them levels today, teaching them how to draw levels. It'll be a quickie. Here is Sienna had some news, but it's not in the S&P 500. Vivek, thank you though. Happy Thursday to you too, Mazen. There's VIP. There's the customer service live, and there's the VIP room, and here is the link to the channel. And Goose and Cam, can you guys tell us what you're going to be doing today in the customer service live members area? Let us know. We're all curious. Okay, let's continue. So AVGO is going to have a much, much more influence on the market because of Oracle and what Oracle is saying. That's what I wanted you guys to understand, okay? Next Gen says, and Wall Street is afraid Oracle will never make money. Well, you guys understand what the situation is. Oh, check my Slack. Okay. Check my Slack. Oh, here's a class link. I got another class link from you guys. Look at this. I got a live class link. Here's a class link. Thank you, Goose. And oh, that's the link to that's the link to the link I just posted is to Graham's opening playbook. That's where I'll be at 10 o'clock today. So this is where I'll be at 10 o'clock today. Okay. Don't. Thank you, Goose. I appreciate it. I didn't know where you were going with this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much. I totally forgot about that. The link you have there is for 10 o'clock, where I'll be doing my morning analysis for about 45 minutes today, or my afternoon analysis. Okay. Okay, so Oracle is down 0.65, rekindled worries about massive spending tied to artificial intelligence. You see that? Which overshadowed optimism from the Federal Reserve. I don't know about the optimism. I didn't see bonds rallying yesterday. So this sounds like a bunch of bullshit to me. But it did rekindle the worries. And I think because of that, AVGO is going to be very, very important. Okay. That's what I'm saying, next gen. Oracle plunged 10% in pre-market. Pre-market, it hasn't traded yet, so it may not open down 10%. After the software cloud computer posted weaker than expected, cloud raised its full-year capital expenditure. Not good. Investors will get another read on AI strength when Broadcom releases its earnings after the close. You see this? This is going to be very much more important than usual because of Oracle. You understand? Because this is our last bite of the apple. Bond yields, lower bond yields today help limit losses in equity. I don't know if you want to call it that. I mean, we're up. This is what they're calling limiting losses. We're up 8 ticks. This does not sound like it's limiting any losses. Okay, this just sounds like a bunch of nonsense. That's why you always have to look at the numbers when you're reading this. GEV surged over 15%, had really good numbers. Yesterday, industrial stocks did really well because of this. Nike rose more than 3%, top gainer. initiated coverage. Again, another retailer, another retailer. 236,000, almost 240. Watch, Scotty. They're going to say it's a high number. Let me turn on my. They're going to say it's a high number, and it's not. It's not a high number. It's actually right in line. But let's see how the market. Let me turn on TC2000. Let's see how the market's doing. Here we go. Okay, let's see what we got here. See how the bond market's doing. Nothing. This report is exactly what I said. Anything below 240,000 is this is very normal. Nothing crazy. Nothing going on with the bond market. SPY. SPY's actually been going up since 8 o'clock. See, we had this gap. Look. And look what the SPY's been doing all day. We're already in yesterday's range. So it's not looking technically nearly as bad as I expected. It's actually getting better. But the bond market is what's worrying me. This is what's worrying me. Okay, we'll get into all of that in a bit. Uh, Phototronic jumped. Okay, shares of mobile delivery slipped. Amazon, this is important. Amazon announced it had expanded same-day delivery service for perishable groceries. Remember Uber yesterday? Yeah, okay. Even as down. Thanks, Eagle Beagle. As widely expected, the Federal Reserve lowered rates for the third consecutive time. They voted 9-3. Federal government Ron dissented in favor of a half-point rate. This guy's out of his mind. He's been following Hassett, while Schmidt and Goolsbee dissented in favor of keeping unchanged. That's where I was. The committee made a slight adjustment to its language, suggesting greater uncertainty about the timing of its next rate cut. Oh, yeah. Like, that's why I'm thinking, why was Powell so damn chippery? Like, you ain't going to be lowering rates anytime soon. What are you so chippery about? Okay. In their updated economic projections, officials' forecast pointed to 1/4 point cut in 2026 and another in 2020. Does that sound like we're entering a lower rate environment, 2 rate cuts in the next 2 years? That's shit. Excuse my language. That's horrible. Okay. That means interest rates are not going anywhere. Okay. Policymakers authorize new purchase. Hey, they're not going anywhere, and we have quantitative easing. They're buying bonds. Fed doesn't buy bonds unless we're in deep shit. Okay. We haven't had quantitative easing in quite some time. Policymaker authorized new purchase of short-term treasury securities to ensure ample level of bank reserves. That's what's been holding this thing up. It's not good. It's not good. I'm telling you, it's not good. Jerome Powell indicated that the Fed had likely done enough to ease the threat to unemployment. Yeah, you keep telling yourself that. While keeping rates sufficiently high to continue easing inflation. I mean, I think they did the best under the circumstances. I don't think they needed to lower rates this time at all. And I don't think they're going to be lowering rates anytime soon. And they agree with me. This further normalizes our policy, should help stabilize labor market. Yeah. We'll see in 3 months. The Fed said that future moves will be data dependent. Well, they always data dependent. Till Hassett comes in, then it'll be. You guys remember Smithers? Smithers in Simpsons. Remember what's that guy that he worked for? Smithers. That's the relationship between Trump and Hassett. He's Smithers. What's that old guy who worked in the power company? I forgot his name, but yeah, he was very, very chippery. Hassan's going to be lowering. He's going to be doing anything Trump wants him to do. I promise you that. Jobless claims 220. They came in a little higher. Still very good. Trade balance. Nobody really pays attention. Bond market's doing very, very little, which is good. By the way, we looks like we bottomed out at 3 o'clock yesterday, which is good. Wholesale figures released. We got AVGO, Costco, yes, Costco, Sienna, and Lulu scheduled to report. I think Lulu reports after the market closes. Correct me if I am wrong. Yeah, it's not reporting anything right now. If you're day trading Lulu, you should be out of Lulu before the end of the day today. Europe is up 0.44, completely ignoring the AI concerns. That's very positive for US. And by the way, overnight, we've been ignoring those concerns as well here. pretty well. So this is positive. China closed lower as investors await the country's key meeting for additional guidance. Property stocks slumped on Thursday. Bloomberg reported China is waiting new measures to revive its property sector. Semiconductors retreated. Not good. Mr. Burns. Yes, Mr. Burns. So you know the relationship between Smithers and Mr. Burns? That's Trump and Hassan. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. I'll leave it at that. Okay? Nikkei reversed early gains, closed lower today. Benchmark opened index opened higher, tracking gains overnight. The Fed rate cuts, but those gains were later wiped out by decline in tech stocks. Tech stocks were dragged by more than 7%. Yeah, not good, not good. Oracle, 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 Oracle. And Roku got upgraded, maybe for trade, but not for anything else. Okay. Ah, good, good. There you go. Yeah, Mr. Burns. The Fed just ends quantitative tightening. They may think they went too far for a Volcker mistake. Uh, Good morning, Rock. Good morning. I start at 8 every morning. Okay, let's talk about the market. We finally did. We've talked for 40 minutes. We could start talking about the market. Um, as I mentioned, we're in deep shit here. We have almost 500 stocks making 20-day highs. We know whenever we see this, we usually see a cool off. We already have a cool off. We'll probably be around 200 when we open, but this is definitely overextended. The 20-day is actually the number of stocks here is actually declining, but I think that's going to increase. This is going to decrease. This is going to increase. But that's a red flag right there. Bonds, red flag right here. This red flag right here. Okay. Now, what stocks are leading still, though? Let's see. Let's take a look. Retail, semiconductor, technology, Russell, midcaps, communication, industrial, QQQ, financial. Bitcoin is down. Bitcoin and consumer discretionary are down here, which is not great. Real estate and home builders are down here. That's not great. But for the most part, we've got retail and semiconductors. That's speculative. So we're still okay. And remember something, folks, just because Oracle is down 10% overnight, we don't know how Oracle's going to open. And the rest of the market is fairly stable. My biggest concern is not Oracle. My biggest concern is this right here. This is my biggest concern. Total put to call ratio. That's fine. There's nothing here beyond random at all. Nothing here beyond random at all. Okay? Volatility is down. This is great. This is fantastic. This is about as good as it can get. And I don't know what it's doing this morning, but this so far is good. Let's see and remember, Oracle hasn't opened yet. Oracle hasn't opened. We don't know how it's going to open. Okay? By the way, Oracle is overextended to the downside. Look, this is my overextended bar. This is overextended. So Oracle can rally, 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 rally. Just saying, Oracle's a little overextended to the downside right now. I wouldn't be buying it, but I'm saying it's overextended to the downside right now. Please don't go buying it. Please don't. That's the biggest beginner's mistake you can make. Don't do that. Okay? Don't do that. If it's like for a retirement portfolio or something like that. But I wouldn't touch it with your money. So put the call ratio stable. Uh, Volatility, let's see how here. Volatility is not moving up. It's actually down overnight. It's actually pretty good. This is yesterday at 4 o'clock. Not too bad. Let's see VIX. It's moving up a little bit overnight right here, but not much. See this? You would expect this to be all here. You would expect this to be all the way up here. It's not. It's still down here. That's good. That's good. So I'm just saying what you're seeing right now in the overnight market could be an overreaction. And if tomorrow AVGO says, "Ooh, AI is doing great," it'll negate what's happening today. So I'm just letting you know there's a couple of things lining up. Momentum levels are okay. We're above 50%. We're above 50% again. Even the Nasdaq 100 were above 50%. So there's really no trouble there. Now here, let's talk about technicals, okay? All right, semiconductors. Semiconductors didn't really run away with the circus. We're still here. And if we can't continue moving higher, we're going to drop. We did take out the high yesterday, which is very positive, but we did it on very low volume. It's not good. So we may just kind of hover here, maybe touch the 8-day. XLF, this is the financials. Financials that could not make an all-time high yesterday, but they're still moving higher and they're bullish today. We need financials to make a swing high and get above here. And volume was actually pretty good on it yesterday. All right. I think you're right, Moondog, but the question is, how long will it take? Remember, we're not there yet, and it could be another 2 years, Moondog. Moondog, the biggest opportunity misses I've seen people make is by making long-term projections. Trade what's in front of you. You know, I had a guy, okay, let me tell you a story, okay? I know this one professional trader, and he thought that the market was going to start getting really soft 4 months ago. He was really right about the bull market. He was like as accurate as you can. And to his credit, when he said the market was going to go down, the market started going choppy, getting sideways. And I think the market is getting ready to come down a little bit. But I don't really care. I'll trade what's in front of me. And because he said the market's going down, he avoided taking trades in the last 3 months, long trades. Do you know how much money he missed out on? He missed out on probably 30-40% of his opportunity this year because of his bias. Stop having a market bias. Trade what's in front of you. You will become a 10 times better trader. Your win rate will go up. Trade what's in front of your face. Don't try to project. It's 500 times harder to project and anticipate than to just trade what's in front of your eyes. Okay? One day at a time. Get those ideas out of your head beyond a day or two. You know how I'm telling you today what to expect? That should be your focus. Don't go too forward. Don't go back, ever go back, and don't go forward. Stay in the present. Stay in the present, okay? Don't trade 2 months ahead, Moondog. Don't do that. Don't. And I'm telling you this from years of experience. You see, it doesn't only cause people to lose money, it causes people to miss opportunities. See, if I tell you today, hey, the market's going to go bearish, it's going to go bearish, it's going to be bearish. What if the market goes up? You're going to miss all those opportunities. Be nimble, be flexible, be open-minded. Don't be the market's going to do this and it's going to do that no, don't do that. A, you have no idea. B, just stop doing it, okay? No one can predict the market, okay? Look, think about this. If I can't predict the market, do you think you can predict the market? Ask yourself, if I can't, and I cannot predict the market, if I can't predict the market, can you predict the market? Okay. So I like what I'm seeing in terms of a trend here, but I would have preferred to see an all-time high. And folks, the market cannot go much higher if financials do not lead. It's like chips, it's like tech and semiconductors. Do you think tech will go up a lot if chips don't lead? No chance. The stock market, the broad market will not go higher if the financials do not start leading. We need to get above this 54.21 level, okay? What about SPY? Folks, we didn't make an all-time high yesterday on the SPY. We did not make an all-time high yesterday on the SPY. And I mean, I like where we're at right now, but this is starting to get a little overextended without any directional bias, kind of like gold. So this is what it's telling me is if we don't break out really soon, we're going to break down. Okay. QQQ is already breaking down. We have not been able to rally at all the last few days. Look, and so my question is, if we weren't able to rally, if earnings pretty much done, we got AVGO and then we're done. What's the next catalyst going to be? What's the next catalyst going to be? That's right, Hopiumatic. That's right. All right. The best hedge, Diamond Gen, the best hedge is picking the best stocks. That's the best hedge. Okay. So I do not like what I'm seeing on technology, but so what I really want to see is complete negation of this and a breakout to a new high. If we don't get a new high in the next 3-4 days, we're sitting lame ducks. RSP made an all-time high. Equal weighted SPYs are good. But let me ask you this question. How high do you think we're going to go if MAGs don't participate? MAGs completely did not participate in yesterday's rally at all. Look at this. And Microsoft is on my short list right now. It's actually my first stock. This is not good. This is not good, and we have no volume. Um, on RSP, on RSP, we got a little volume going on. On equal weighted, this is equal weighted QQQ. Look at the volume. We have no volume on technology. And this is a pullback from an all-time high, and we can't take this pullback if it goes down because it's not an all-time high. So we're entering a very, very vulnerable period. We need the market to rally over the next few days, like desperately, be like between now and Friday. And I don't know. I don't know. So semiconductors are trying to rally, doing everything possible on no volume, on no volume. SPY is having a little volume, but it can't get through this because technology is holding it back. Mags are holding it back. And look at Mags, and you see what I mean? It's not good. Michael says Microsoft is my only short right now. There you go. Will the next boost to the market be Supreme Court tariff decision? I don't know. I don't know, Naples fan. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to tell you something I don't know. It should be, but will it be? I don't know. And I'm not going to be waiting for it and saying, I hope this happens. I hope this happens. Meanwhile, I'll just be a sitting duck and wait for this to happen. I'm not going to do that. So, folks, watch the mags very careful today. Watch the mags very, very careful today. Now, not all is bad. Let me explain. Not all is bad. I like the Russell 2000. This is interest rate sensitive. And what we may be seeing is a rotation from large caps into small caps. If we are seeing a rotation from large caps into small caps, that's actually pretty bullish. And this is telling us interest rates want to go down. The question is, after the report yesterday, will this continue going up or will this go down? So before I go to the next segment, let me give you the good and the bad. I don't like the bond market at all. I don't like the bond market. I don't like the fact that we have 474 stocks yesterday making 1-month highs without us making all-time highs. I don't like the fact that the S&P couldn't get it up to all-time highs yesterday and today the market's lower. I don't like the fact that mega caps and SMH are just kind of sitting here on low volume. I do like the fact that RSP is breaking out. That's very positive on volume. And I do like the fact that small caps are breaking out. That's telling us that we're turning away from the AI and into small caps. Small caps usually lead into bullish markets. Okay. So small caps don't like bearish markets. So we could be just having some sector rotation, short-term sector rotation right now. The bottom line is you got to be extra cautious right now. You got to be extra cautious, and you don't want to make full bet. We want to get out of this environment. We want to know how this is going to resolve first. Is it going to resolve with a big breakout, or is it going to resolve with a big breakdown? One thing I do know, if we go up, it's going to be a good move. And if we go down, if we go up, we're going to squeeze the shorts at all-time highs. And it's going to be a nice big parabolic move. If we break down, there's going to be a lot of volume there because there's a lot of sellers waiting to sell right now. So I think one way or the other we'll have some certainty, but I want to wait to find out how we're going to get out of this mess. Okay? Levels. So I'm mixed right now. I'm mixed. I'm definitely not bullish AI or chips right now. Okay, let's give you guys, see what the market's been doing. Going down, going down. Let's see what bonds have been doing. Going up. Let's see, SMH, not really cooperating right at this level. Okay, let me give you levels. Let me give you levels. Crack for the last few years, so until they recover, uncertainty will remain. We'll see. With most retail doing well, what do you think costs should do tonight? I have no idea, Barry. Barry, I keep telling you, I'm not good at predicting market action. I don't predict markets. I just follow price action. I'm not a good predictor. Right there. Okay, let me give you this. If you guys want predictions, there's so many guys out there. Just go online and here, let me delete this, my picture from here. Just go online and you'll get all the predictions you want. I read price action. I don't predict. I think prediction is for fools. Okay. I've never made any money predicting anything in the market. Okay. SPY levels. There you go. Folks, since you've been trading with me, look at the pit. Look how we ride the market like a roadmap. We're not predicting anything. We're not anticipating anything. It hasn't hurt me. Stop thinking you need to predict the future to trade. Look, price always goes higher than you want it to and always goes lower than you want it to. You don't need to predict anything. By the way, the levels yesterday were great on SMH, on QQQ. You really need to stop get that whole idea out of your head about predicting things. The guys who do good in the market never predict anything. I've never seen any good trader predict anything. You know who predicts stuff? That Robert Kawasaki and that guy Michael Burberry who got busted out of his business. That's who makes predictions. They make predictions all the time. You see how well they do? They go out of now. He's selling stuff on Reddit or whatever. QQQ, QQQ levels. I mean, the guy was wrong for 5 years straight. He was making predictions for 5 years. You know, minus foggy every morning, clear to there you go. Yeah, Mr. Burns, exactly. No, no, there's no snake oil nonsense here. SMH. Wow, look at yesterday's levels, guys. Look at yesterday's levels. No change. No change. Look at this. I don't have to make any changes. Same thing with QQQ. I didn't have to make any changes, but I deleted it too fast. No change. No change from yesterday. Um, at all. No change from yesterday at all. Look at that. Look at that. And by the way, if you think I'm lying and I did this before the market or something today, just look at yesterday at 8 o'clock when I posted it. I did not change these levels. Um, let's see what's next. What's next? Russell 2000. Yes. That and yesterday was Fed day, and I didn't change my levels. Think about that for a minute. See, you don't need to predict anything. You don't need to predict. Predicting is a waste of time. Just trade what's in front of you. It's much more fun. All right. If you guys still think you should predict, just think about my success in the pit. And I've never predicted one thing in there, not one thing ever. And I've never bought a stock that's down on the day, and I never sell stock that's up on the day either. Never looked for a bargain in that program. And we still have a 94% win rate. But that's climbing up actually. IWM. Let me give you Dow Jones levels. You do need to have the Dow Jones levels. I don't think I did them yesterday. Okay. It's the Dow levels. I have so much fun with you guys when I'm here. Every time I'm tired or sleepy, I come out here in the morning and it's like it's like somebody gives me a jolt of caffeine or a happy pill or something. I don't drink caffeine, so. And let me give you the bond market. So you guys do a lot for me. These are levels from yesterday, by the way. Look, look, look at this. The hell do I need to predict anything for? Here, pretty good too. All right. Richie, do you predict where the markets are going to go? Omar, do you guys predict where the I want to know. Omar and Richie, do you guys predict where the market's going to go? I haven't heard a prediction out of you guys in ever, actually, now that I think about it. They don't predict where the market's going to go. They seem to be doing just fine. Here. You don't need to predict anything. Bond, long, long bond levels. Keep eye on these today. I don't have a crystal ball. I trade off moving average and VWAP. Exactly. Exactly. Uh, all right. Those are the levels. Let's now do the intraday stock, the small caps. Okay, here we go. And we had one hit. We had two actually hit. One winner, nice winner, and one small loser yesterday. Failed. They think they can predict the future. That's about 80%, Matt. 80% of traders try to predict the future. I've never predicted anything in my life. Okay. AXIL. Reading price action. Think about all the morons that try to predict who the president is going to be, and think about all the tools they use. And I've been right every time since you guys have been here. I've never been wrong about who the president is going to be, and I'm not political and I don't watch any of those things. Price action. Price action. Before, when Biden was winning, the small caps, the Russell 2000 started going up because they thought he was going to be really soft on China, and he wasn't, but they thought he was going to be. They started going up about 3 to 4 weeks before he got elected. And last time before Trump got elected, I don't remember already what it was, but all the industries that he was for started moving up before the election. You really don't need to predict anything. You don't need to predict anything at all when it comes to market. It's the worst thing you can do. And I have no motive or reason in telling you. I mean, I don't make any or lose any money telling you that. I'm just being honest with you. No, it's losing volume. Oh, that looks great. That looks great. BTTC. We'll get all of them. I'm not in a rush. I opened the room a little earlier today. We'll do $12 for this one. Okay. Ooh, another one. Pet. Ooh, this one looks juicy. Going to keep an eye on this one today. And it's already above the 200, which is fantastic. So 335. Let's just do 335 just so we don't get clipped by accident. Too cheap. Man, we're getting a lot today. ACIU 450. Getting a lot today. No, no, yes. Oh, no, it's too, no, no volume. This one. No. Yes. GLXG 532. Let's continue. I'll look at all the ones you guys post if you want me to. Just give me a second. CRBP. And remember, we may not trade any of these. Sometimes they hit, sometimes nothing hits. 1460. Once we launch the service, we're not going to be doing this. I'll be doing all this myself, and then once I get the alert happens. But right now, I figured I'll give you some goodies for the last 4 months. This way, when we launch it, you guys can't come to me and say, Roger, you never gave me any freebies. 106 ATOS. That's a nice one. I like that one. I think we're coming to the end of the rope or the end of the line. By the way, I haven't seen Landman yet. I'm going to watch it tonight when we get into Tampa before we go to bed. I heard it was great. Oops. Nope. No, that's it. Okay. You guys wanted me to look at a few. Okay. Let me see which ones you wanted me to look at. MIGI. No. It has higher volume yesterday than today. And Pro Trader Dashboard. I'll be talking about the Pro Trader Dashboard at 10 a.m. today with Nate. Right here. Here's the link. Gustavo just posted it for me. This is where I'll be at 10 a.m. today, folks. And I'll be talking about the Pro Trader Dashboard. Okay? You want my opinion on BE? Sure. I would be looking to sell it. There's my opinion on BE. I'd be looking to sell it today. I'll actually add it to my short watch list. There's my opinion on BE. I would be looking to sell it today. Okay. Do you guys need me to let me give you all those, okay? AXIL above 1570, above. It has to be above these price during market hours, not before market opens, okay? Oh, 1 second. All right. Pets here. Let me give you this in order. BTTC pets. I'm writing it as fast as I can, folks. 335. And then ACIU above 450. $15.70. I wrote it, Bob. $15.70. $15.70. I wrote it above here. $15.70. And then we got GLXG above 532. Oh, hey Jason, is Lioness? Is it a new season or is it an old season? I saw the first two seasons. 1460. Let me know if it's a new season or not. Folks, there's nothing like the Pro Trader Dashboard, and I'll be showing it to you today at 10 o'clock. And the next one was C, and then the next one was AATOS above 106. There you go. Those are all the long ones, okay? Waiting for new season. Okay, that's what I thought, because I loved it. I didn't think I would like it, but I loved it. I love that guy who writes those shows. He's fantastic. I think he's having some issues with Paramount right now. Bonds, by the way, folks, good news, really good news for all of you. Bonds just broke out to the upside, which means I have to put new levels on. I have to add another level here. But this is positive. This is really positive for the market. Let's look at Oracle. Still going down. What a rat bastard. Let's see, SPY. No, the bond market is giving us some love. This is great. This is like 80% of the fight right now is right here. I want this in this gap. I want this as far away from this as possible. So this is a good sign, a sign in the right direction. Okay, let me give you stocks that I'm looking at today, okay? Microsoft, my shorts first, okay? I'm giving you my shorts first. Then I got to get out of here. Microsoft. When you have a Microsoft on your short watch list, that's not a good sign. Please don't touch Microsoft till we break this. And then the next level is right here. So don't short Microsoft. We're at the 200-day moving average. There's very strong support here, which is another good sign for Microsoft. But if we break this, you got all the way up here and you got high volume. Just be careful. Be careful. Here, one second. One second here. Yep. Richie, you're really Richie's actually Rich. I talk to Richie on Telegram sometimes. His sense of technicals is absolutely fantastic. Microsoft. Then we have Boeing. Now, I asked my guys on my chat to let me. This is an interesting one. Let me show you guys something here. Now, this is a very. So let's say you guys are really good at technical analysis. Look at the story that this is giving us right now. It's got lower highs. It's breaking down. It tried to get to the 200 to the 50-day moving average, and it couldn't twice. And it tried to break this VWAP. It couldn't. It backed out. It's at the 8-day EMA. And here's the interesting part. You have a gap right here, and right above this gap, you have the 200 the year-to-date VWAP. So basically, what we got here is if you start breaking this year-to-date VWAP, you got a nice downside gap to fill here, gap to green basically to the downside on good volume. That's a good short once it breaks this level. I asked my team to set an alert. I asked Carlos actually. Carlos said he would set an alert for me and let me know. But if Boeing goes below this level right here, it's kaputs. Kaputs, I tell you. Ed, that's a dirty word here. That's a dirty word. Elliot is a dirty word in my room. We don't use Gann lines. We don't use Elliott waves. We just use old-fashioned technical analysis. Mayor of Kingtowns is fantastic. So, folks, watch this. Watch this closely. If we don't break, nothing's going to happen. But if we break this, you got a good downside move. Okay. CPNG. Nice breakdown. Already way below that area right there. You can see it. Good volume too. SE on our chopping block. Yeah, stop that Elliott wave nonsense. C limited right there. Shack. Notice these stocks are not rallying or even trying to rally when the market's going higher. And look at the volume right here. Look at the volume. Look at the volume. Coming down on volume while the market has no volume. CF. CF. V. Look at that. Volume. Volume. T-Mobile. Now, this one may be a little overextended, but I still like it. Maybe for a day trade today. PayPal, I have this in parentheses because it was downgraded. So I just added it to my watch list thanks to you guys. Now, see how PayPal is below this level right here? Here's your breakdown right here. You don't need Elliott wave. You just need to be able to read price action. That's your breakdown right there on volume. A little more and we're good to go. And BE, thanks to somebody here who was kind enough to ask me what I think about BE, and I just added it to my watch list. You got a nice little A line going on here. It's got to break this level right here first. If you can't read technicals like I'm reading them right now, please give up all that Elliott wave crap. Focus on basic technical analysis. Learn to ride a bike before you buy yourself a motorbike. You know what I'm saying? Long side. Long side. Johnson& and Johnson. Monster Beverage. Monster Beverage. Not ready yet. Needs to get above this area right here. Tyson. Another consumer staple. Nice. Don't day trade this. Look at how choppy and wicky it is. Don't, but it's a nice stock. Tyson Foods. DHR. Sometimes next week I'll give you a back test. I'll do a intraday back test using my indicators and versus Elliott wave or Fibonacci, and you guys will see the difference. Maybe once you see the difference, we'll stop hearing that word here in this room forever. I think a good old back test is what you guys need. Steel Dynamics and NUE, they're both the same. They're both steel producers. They're both doing really well. Steel is right now doing well. Industrial stocks are doing well right now. WAB. Tech is not where the money is right now. Volume, no volume. I would be careful here till volume comes in. WFC. I'm not going to give you AVGO because it's got earnings tonight, so no soup for you there. Wells Fargo is starting to look really good, actually. Folks were asking me about bank stocks. Wells Fargo is starting to look good, even though I can't stand the company. Thomas, let me ask you a question. When I do my back test and show you my tools versus Elliott wave, what do you think versus Fibonacci? What do you think the results will be like? Just out of curiosity. Cisco, nice. No volume though. But this is going up because of metals. Because this is a Jacksonville company. They railroad tracks, metal. I already did, Thomas. I just haven't published it yet. I already did the back test. Macy's looks beautiful here. Beautiful. Notice not a tech stock. Salesforce, tech stock, but this is more of a retail stock. You need to wait here. We can't do anything till we get above this level. But once we get above this level, this is starting to fire off. Don't do anything here. It's not ready yet. Just keep this on your radar. Um, Alcoa, nice looking stock. WDC, a little tech here. If they were good, you don't think if they tested out well, you don't think I'd be using them? What do you think? I'm a fool? You don't think I'm going to be, if Elliott Wave gave me better results than the VWAP, don't you think I'd be using it every day and twice on Sunday? If Elliott Wave gave me better results than the Hakanashi candles, don't you think I'd be using it every day and twice on Sunday? Western Digital looks good. It just needs a little more volume. UPS, I like this stock. Thinking of going long UPS for a possible swing. And I like how it's above the VWAP, the year-to-date VWAP right here. This is what I was saying. Wait for CRM to do this. That's a nice move here above this area. And now it's confirming here. This is nice. You want me to look at Carvana? I'll look at those two stocks and then I gotta run. I'm gonna be late to work. Now remember, and I'll give you guys my links where I'll be at 10 o'clock today. Overextended, way overextended. Not a bad looking stock, just overextended. And then you wanted me to look at you wanted me to look BMY. I'll look at BMY. These are the last two, and I got to get out of here. It's not looking bad. It's looking okay. It's not looking bad. It's looking okay. I mean, I wouldn't like. It's looking okay. There's better stocks out there. Okay, folks, now here's the deal. I will be live at 10 o'clock with Natester at 10 o'clock, and I'll be talking about the Pro Trader dashboard, an actual tool that actually works in real time. At 10 o'clock, I will be in the VIP room at noon. Actually, I'll be with Gramster at 10 o'clock class, and I'll be with Natester at the VIP room. That's what we're doing. Sorry, I got confused. And then here is customer service live from 10 to 1. Trade Tracker, Trading Sync peanuts. Send me an email if you can't find it. Trading Sync. And again, so you have all the links. I bid you a great day. I will be around. Please, please don't go crazy today. Let's see how this resolves. Let's see how Oracle opens. Bonds are going up. This is should be giving stocks a nice little boost. We'll see what happens. And remember, Oracle had earnings. There could be a lot of volatility. Blue chips are actually holding on okay. Let's give the market a chance and see what happens after the first hour. I will be updating you throughout the entire day. For the pit, I use exclusively the Pro Trader dashboard. And at 10 o'clock today, I'm going to be live teaching you exactly how I do it right here. You guys want to see it? It's happening right here. Okay, right there. Right there. Okay? Thanks, everybody. If you missed this show, here's a link to rewatch it. Tomorrow, I will be completely out of the loop, or at least I'll try to be out of the loop. Here's the replay link. Here's the replay link. Okay, and let me post this on other channels. We put this on Pit. And we put this on Trading Zone Live. Soon we're going to have a small cap channel. Can't wait for that. All right, and I will see you guys later. Have a fantastic day. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the nice words, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Be careful today. Be careful. We got a lot of stuff going on. Be careful. Let the market set its tone, okay? And also, when you have earnings pre-open, we could see a lot of volatility in Oracle today. So don't just assume something is going to happen. Be nimble and don't make too many guesses ahead of time, okay?